don't know any different.
Hey guys, welcome to the live chat. Yes, I am so excited to do this today, and I hope that this will be something that I'll do, every other Saturday. If you are not familiar with who I am, my name is Trisha Armstrong. I go by Trisha JA on social media. I am a creative, a DIYer, an entrepreneur, an interior designer. I do all of these things because I love home decor. I created the group All Things Home Decor and All Things Creative Decor for the reason of just connecting with other creatives like myself so that, we know that we're not alone. We can share, the things that we're doing. We can get, ideas, feedback, and just, like inspiration from others that are doing the same thing, which is home decor. We all love home decor. So I want to take it to another level by having these live conversations with people who are in each of those groups. These are people who volunteered to come on here and tell their story and give tips and tricks. Hey guys.
Hey there.
Hey May. Hey Phyllis.
Hey.
Let's see if we can get people. Let's see if we can see the comments. Okay. It looks like everybody is on. Okay. Hello, Kitty. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Block. Hey, Susan. Let's see who else we got. Rafia. Hey, okay, let me see. I can share like your comments too. How about that? Yay! I'm so excited. I get to talk to people face to face and have a conversation. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's like something that we
Yeah.
absolutely need right
Yeah.
now while we're, staying low, not trying to have COVID and all that stuff. So today, I have May and Phyllis on stage. These two individuals have volunteered. They are both in the group All Things Home Decor. So welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and dive right in. Y'all have seen the intro. So we're just going to just talk, have a girlfriend conversation. So let's start with May since she's just to the right of me. So May, tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're located.
I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm a mom of three girls. And not much to tell. I'm a private kind of person, but I do love home decor.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
I'm sure you got a lot to talk about. You're underestimating yourself. Okay, so I won't put you on the spot. Phyllis, tell us a little bit about yourself as well.
Okay. Let's see. I'm retired as of February 1st, 2018, from being with the company for 30 years. I moved here to Atlanta, Georgia in 2013 because of the job relocation. And I'm a mother of three girls as well. My oldest one, and I forget the age, believe it or not, so I have to write it down. My oldest one, that's how old
right.
I am. Okay, that's well seasoned I am. Let's see, my oldest one, Taisha's 37. My middle one, Latricia, we call her Tricia, she's 34. And my youngest daughter, the Asian, we call her Scooter, she's 33. And I'm also a grandmother. My youngest one, she has a daughter who is 8. Her name is Ayana. And then my oldest one, Taisha, has a son. His name is Pearson, and he's 9. I did state that I was married. I was actually married twice. And when I was 20, I got married to my oldest daughter, Dad, but that ended in 2 years. And then the last one, I was 23, and we stayed together for 24 years and divorced in 2010. But we're still friends. Believe it or not, I'm friends with both of the dads.
Awesome.
I am the oldest of 6, 3 girls and 3 boys. They used to call us the Bivens bunch, kind of like the Brady bunch.
Yeah.
My maiden name is Bivens, and I am the oldest of 6. And I love decorating. Anything creative. I sew. I also sew. So I used to make my girls when they were little. I used to make them little frilly dresses and the frilly socks and the bows and things. So now I'm graduating from that and just decorating the house. And that's about it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a lot. So are you around family a lot?
No, and that's going to be another thing. I moved here. I don't have any family here, so I'm here by myself because my siblings live up north. My two of them are in Baltimore, and the others are in Virginia. So I'm the only one here by myself. And then my daughters, however, they're in Jacksonville, so they're like 6 hours away. And I'm trying to actually move back there, hopefully next year. Trying to move back to Florida. I miss it.
I bet it's really nice there right now. Actually, it's nice everywhere. I'm currently in Northern Virginia. I'm by myself. I used to be married only for 2 years. Had to get out. I am a believer about being in a marriage, but this was something I had to get out of. So we are not doing that. What is it? What am I? Yeah, I'm single, no kids. I really want kids. I'm 40. So, we will see. we ain't gonna go there. So all right. Okay, somebody had commented talking about this is Tiffany Moore said, is this the Trisha that I emailed 2 years ago and showed you the work of my pillows? Yes, I am. I guess it's been a while, but hey, everybody else is on the chat. If you have any questions, just feel free to drop it in the comment section. We'll try to incorporate you in a conversation. So thank you guys for giving an intro about yourself. So my question is, when did you start loving home decor? What was it for you?
I'll go first. I started loving home decor when I bought my house. I knew that I could decorate it the way I wanted to, and I started to just look around and try to see what all I could do. Differently from being in an apartment, you can put nails in the walls, you can paint whatever color you want to paint, matching pillows or whatever to however you wanted to do it. And so that's when I had.
May, I think you're breaking up a little bit. Okay, I think you're back.
Okay, yeah. So that's when I first had the love for home decor, and then after a while, I was on YouTube one day looking for something, then I came across Trisha's videos, and then that's how I found out about the group.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're in the group. Okay. How about you, Phyllis?
I've always loved it and really didn't know until, I was 12 years old. I can remember I was the 7th or 8th grade in the summertime. And I would go outside sometimes, but I'm mostly a homebody. But while others are outside, I'm inside rearranging my parents' living room furniture. And I did that a lot. And I used to make my dollhouse furniture out of match boxes. The mirror, aluminum foil. So I've been loving it since I was 12, but I really didn't know what it is until I got divorced the second time when I got my own place. That's when I really knew. And I tell people today, I graduated from interior school design of HGTV.
All right. Hey, love it. Yes.
HGTV. Since late 1980s, early 1990s, I was faithfully watching them on Saturday. That's what I did on Saturday. On the couch, HGTV, sun up to sundown, and that's where I got a lot of skills and learning things. So I've loved it since I was 12, but really didn't know it until I would say it was 2006. And that's when I got my very first apartment by myself.
Awesome. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, when did I start? I started when I was like a teenager. My parents, we would just get in the car on Sunday and just go to like open houses. And I would just go in the house, go in the room, find my room in that house, thinking we're going to buy it, imagining that we came from, humble beginnings. So of course we didn't buy the house, but I would go home and see how I can incorporate that in my home.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any extra money. So I had worked at Kmart. I love working at Kmart. And because it's like so much stuff that you could do. So yes. So I bought a dimmer and put a dimmer in my room. I ain't know not one thing about putting a dimmer, but I figured it out. And I hope it was sound. Nothing happened. The house did not burn down. But I did that. And then I had painted one of the walls because I didn't know what I was doing. So, but I was just doing things, rearranging my furniture, just little things, cleaning up, tidying up, just to give a different look. That's all I could do. So from there, as I got money, I started doing it for myself, of course, and for other friends and family. And then people started reaching out to me, wanting me to do it for them. And that's how I got into it. I mean, I've always had a love. I actually was a realtor at one time. So I know that home decor is my thing. So yes. All right. So let's see okay. So do you prefer to decorate or do DIY projects?
Wow, that's a hard.
My nose is running.
Because I personally love them both. Decorate or DIY. I think I prefer to decorate because that's what that's what I started doing, like with rearranging my parents' furniture, like I said, at my early age. I moved furniture around a lot. Since then, when I was married, didn't have money to buy stuff, I just decorate with whatever it was that we had. Like you said, we came from humble beginnings. My mom, if you know, back in the day, S&H green stamps. I remember going to the store with my mom when she had those books. I licked some things and put them on the page with her. And that's what she would buy to decorate. I mean, my tongue got so dry from licking those stamps. But I will never forget, that's how my mom decorated her. And we lived in a project, but that's how she decorated the apartment. So I think I would prefer to decorating over DIY because I watched her. And I like a challenge of working with whatever it is you got without spending money. Mm-hmm. And I think just changing things around with stuff you already got just gives a brand new look to something that's old and already been there. It's just in a different spot. So I would say probably, I love them both, but I would say I would prefer decorating over DIY if I had a choice.
Uh-huh. And you don't have to have a choice. It's, it's no right or wrong here.
Both. That's why I said it's hard because I love it both. But I just love the challenge of making a space look new with what's already there.
Okay.
Without having to spend money. Yeah.
Right. And for me, I love making. It's just something about creating for me. Even though I don't need it. Like I'm at the point where I don't need half the stuff I make.
Right.
Yeah. So I sell it. And I want to talk about that too. I just like taking something from scratch and just seeing what that becomes. It's just something about that does it for me. And even decorating. I mean, I started out decorating. I like decorating too. But it is a thrill for me to create something. It's just regardless of what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, May?
Yeah, I think if I feel like I can do it, I would prefer to DIY it over purchasing. But sometimes, unless you see it, then you don't even know that you can DIY it, rather than purchasing it yourself. But yeah.
Yeah. So my question is, So when do you decorate versus DIY?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, my connection went out. I
Oh,
thought we were-
no. That's the next question. No. That was
Okay.
my next question.
Okay.
Because people ask that a lot. You know, they want to know, like, well, when should I mean, what's the threshold?
I don't know. Like, when should you DIY it over? What was the question again?
Buy
Over buying it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if you, as long as you can afford to, I guess you can just DIY it. As long as you know what you need, what tools you need to do it, to DIY it. As long as you can have everything, because sometimes you might not know that if you don't have all of the tools that you need, then you can replace it with something else. Then yeah.
So what do you think, Phyllis? What are you trying to do
with the DIYing? I like the challenge of going into stores. I like doing window shopping because I like to see something that I can copy.
Yes.
So I'll look at something, I'll go in there and I'll study it and I'll say, okay, I can get this, like for instance, a vase. So you may have a vase that has maybe like 3 parts. The bottom is something, in the middle. So I said I can get that from the Dollar Tree and that from the Dollar Tree and that from the thrift store and put it together and make it look like this $90 vase. And I can make it for $10.
Yes.
I like that kind of a challenge. It's just looking and saying, where can I buy these pieces to make this? I can, and it's not that I can't afford. I can go to Home Goods, or I can actually go to the store and buy what I want. I just prefer the challenge of just doing it and just making it. And it looks just as good, or it looks like I want it to look. You know, just a different twist. Sometimes I'll do things and I'll put a twist to it. So that's when I'll decide to whether to DIY it or buy it to decorate. It's just, can I make this? And then there's sometimes it's just worth buying, because if I'm going to spend just as much or more for that, I'll just go ahead and buy it.
Right.
So it just depends on what it is, I guess. It depends on what it is.
I completely agree with you. For me, it's time. Okay, so if it's like an inexpensive price, I mean like $20 to $30, like come on. Go ahead and buy it, girl. Go get that. Don't try to DIY that.
Right.
Okay. But if it's like expensive, like I've seen some stuff, and matter of fact, I'm about to do a YouTube. I want to do some videos on this, but I see some stuff with outrageous price, like $1,000. Like, really? And it's like something that you can do from Dollar Tree. Like, no, we're gonna DIY that. Also, I would say it's also good for me to DIY when I want to customize something, because a lot of times, you know, we have cookie cutter stuff that's in the store, and it's not exactly what we're looking for. So you can, you know, like that's the time to go ahead and create whatever you're looking for. It's specifically for what you need. So I feel like that's the, you know, that's a good time to DIY. I'm like multitasking. So let's see. Are you guys doing any current projects right now? Let's let's incorporate these people in the conversation. Let's see. Tiffany Moore, she's been having a full blown conversation with us. Dollar Tree is a great store to do DIY. Most YouTubers use Dollar Tree products. And yes, I agree. Let's talk about this. Okay. I need to say this. Okay. I love doing Dollar Tree products. Let me tell y'all don't see this. I don't know how it is for you, because Phyllis has a YouTube channel too. People complain to me that they can't find the item at their Dollar Tree. That's one of my concerns. It's
Yeah,
inexpensive, but at the same time, every Dollar Tree does not have the same products. And
exactly.
then if they do have the products, it's not going to be available for a very long time. I guess it's like discontinued. I don't know how they're doing their projects, but like some of that stuff will never come back on the shelves. And it's like disheartening when other people see it later on and they want to do that project and they can't do it. So that's kind of like it's like, and then there's people from other countries that don't have a Dollar Tree. So
Yeah.
I kind of want to be more generic as far as where they get it. That's kind of like my reservation about doing Dollar Tree. I like doing Dollar Tree, but I'm trying to think about other people as well. So how is that for you? For you guys?
I learned back in the time when they had the mirror frames, the frame, picture frames that were mirror, had 4 pieces where people were breaking the mirror off and creating stuff. I don't know if y'all remember. I could not find them things for the life of me. I literally went out one Saturday and I think I went to like 6 stores that did not have that. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm in the big city of Atlanta. You don't tell me not one of these stores. I can see if I was in the boondocks, but I'm in Atlanta. You don't have these. I even went online to order them. They would be out of stock. So I watched another young lady who shared to where you can get something in comparison. And ever since then, I've been going online, just ordering just the mirrors, and they come in different size, the beveled edge or whatever. But what I also learned is it depends on the zip code area. If it's a popular area and that zip code, they get it more than I don't know why, but I guess it's because it's popular and they get more customers in that area. And if it's a zip code they were too far from me, then I don't want it that bad because I'm not gonna drive that far just to get something like that. So I'll just find something comparable. But I'm like you, if one store gets it, why not just all the dollars, all the Dollar Tree stores get it. So I just go online and find something that's comparable to it. And I actually like it better because I can get more now for my money, and I get to create what I want to create anytime I want, even if it goes out of stock. And I just believe if it becomes popular, then for some reason the Dollar Tree takes it away. I think they give it to the big stores and let them sell it. But it's like when they see it's very popular, then they take it off the shelf. And if they bring it back, they downsize it or they make it look.
Yes. What's up with that?
I don't want that. I want what you had before this.
I don't know what they doing.
I don't know either. Like, okay.
Oh my gosh.
I just think it's just a code.
April says that she likes finding stuff at the thrift stores, which is a very good idea, to be honest with you.
Yes.
Yeah. How about you, May? You have anything to say about that? Let me see. Other people are talking about the Dollar Tree. Yes, we don't have a Dollar Tree in England. We have Poundland. We do not have Walmart, but a site, what's that? ASDA, which, as I understand it, to be Walmart owned. Oh, okay. I have to look into that. They do not have the same products. Haley. Oh, yeah. Thank you for sharing that. I'll have to look into that because I want to incorporate you guys, like trying to find stuff that you could utilize as well. Let me see. Somebody from Canada here, the dollar store here said they don't even know themselves. Oh my gosh. What will be shipped?
Yes, I have come across that as well.
They don't even know. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Atlanta, Phyllis. Tiffany's in Atlanta. Yes, they do not have what others have. And due to this pandemic, I can't even talk. Pandemic, people are DIYing like no tomorrow. That is so true. And all the supplies are going too. If you see what you want to make sure you get it because it's going to be gone. Yes, it will. I saw that too. I was like, oh my God. When it first started, the pandemic started, girl, I went to Walmart. You know, the one place that is fully stocked is the fabric section.
Mhm.
And to see that cleared out, I was like, oh my God. Not my section. You know, it's always stocked. But now, so crazy.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Walmart. Who is did we already say? Yeah, we already did hers. HJ says yes, Walmart bought ASDA. Asda? I want to say it might be Asda. Pronounce Asda. Yeah. Thanks, Haley. Yes. Okay. So yeah. All right. So guys, what is your aesthetic? What is your DIY decor aesthetic?
I did an acronym for mine like like 10 years ago. And it's actually acronym is TV, but it's not the letter T and V. It's actually TEVEE. And if I can remember that, and it stands for I like the mixture of traditional, eclectic, Victorian, exotic, elegant. That's what it was. TV.
Oh.
To kind of remember myself, but since then I add on things because I like a little bit of the farmhouse chic. It just depends on what it is. So I like a little bit of everything. I'm seeing. I like boho, whereas one time I wouldn't have liked rustic. I was just straight traditional. I just like mixing and eclectic. So mine is just eclectic of all the styles.
Okay. So mine changes as well. Let me tell you, I used to like glam, like Kimberly. Kimberly says glam all the way. I understand. And, you know, I love a good glam room, but that's just not my aesthetic. Like, I'm getting towards like minimalist. I really love restoration hardware. So maybe a little bit of industrial, maybe a little bit of, I don't know. It's not even traditional. Maybe I will call myself transitional. And I'm like you, Phyllis. Like, I like a bunch of different styles, but I wouldn't consider it glam because I don't really, when I think of glam, I think of people who want mirrors in their space. And I'm just completely not wanting mirrors, but I used to, but it has completely changed. What do you think about that? I mean, do you guys, when you think about glam, what do you think of?
I think of all the bling and glitter and anything that's shiny that casts bounces off light, like you said, mirrors. I like mirrors, but not like the glam type, because that used to be me too. But when I look back, when I started YouTube, everything I did was glitter this, glitter that, bling this, bling that. Now that I look at it, I'm like, okay, enough already.
It's like it's a trendy. I want to say it's like a trendy.
Yeah. It's beautiful, but it's just not me, not that much anymore.
Right. Oh, dazzling Denise is with us. Unfortunately, Dollar Tree negotiates and buys items in bulk at a super low price. Oftentimes, those same items aren't always available for repurchase. Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that, Denise. And glad you made it. I'm so happy. Let's see. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I'm trying to like multitask here. Hi, Anika. Hey, ladies. Let's see. I like modern. Tricia, were you always creative growing up? Okay. Yes. Since I was a teenager, I actually started by, if you don't know my story, I wanted to be a clothing designer. Yes. So I used to draw dresses, gowns. I was into gowns. And I used to draw dresses and share it with people, whoever wanted to look at it. And I also did like drawings of a house, like flooring, you know, like what rooms I'm going to have what. It was interesting. But what somebody, an adult, and I don't know who said this, but they told me that it's going to be saturated as far as being a fashion designer, and told me I need to focus on something else. And that's why I didn't do it. Sad, right? So, you got to be careful what you say to little kids, because they'll take that thing to heart. And that's what I did. I just like completely stopped.
Yeah.
And went on to something else. Oh, what did Denise say? Just stopping by to show support. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you. Oh, so sweet. She's amazing. Y'all should go and check out her channel. If y'all don't know, like your girl, if y'all like glam, dazzling designs by Denise. Okay, yeah, that's the show.
Yeah.
Yes, she's on YouTube. Let's see. Facebook user. I wish I could see your name. Yes, restoration. Is that RW? What's RW?
I think she meant the RH.
Yeah, maybe she said. Okay. Let's see. I'm more minimalist but colorful and fun. Yes, I love that. And you know what? What do you guys? Are you guys colorful? Do you use a lot of colors in your home? What's your take on that?
I'll let May.
Okay. May is back in the car. I think she's freezing.
Oh, okay. I'm more of a neutral, and I'll take a pop of color.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same. Same. Okay, May, I think you're back. What's your take? Oh, is she freezing again? May, you there?
Okay, my connection is so bad. It's horrible. I thought coming back would make it better, but it's lagging. But so you were asking about color or something?
Yes. Oh, May.
Okay, and I heard Phyllis. Can you hear me? Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, now I can.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Okay. And I was saying that I heard Phyllis answer something about color, but I didn't hear the question.
Oh no, what do you feel about adding color? I mean, how do you incorporate color in your space? A lot of different colors, or do you stay neutral?
Well, I'm more of a neutral person. I like a little bit of like a or like a burnt off to go with my neutral color, or more of the neutral.
Okay. For those that may not have understood what she was saying, I believe she said burnt burgundy and burnt orange. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, burgundy and burnt.
That's pretty. Do you do that year round, or do you do that seasonal for seasonal purposes? Oh, she's freezing.
Yeah, I think it's a delay. And the response is a delayed response.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll come back to May. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Kimberly. You're right, Trisha. Minimalist is beautiful too. Yes, I don't know. And I don't know for you, Phyllis. I don't know, as you transition into a different place in your life.
Yeah.
Your decor style changes as well.
Yeah.
So what you like?
I said in the beginning, when I first got my first apartment in 2006, I was straight, strong, traditional. I was everything was the frames, pictures, furniture was all ornate. Everything was gold and ornate. And then the colors was the deep burgundies and the sage greens and all that. I was cold, hard, traditional, nothing else. But as I matured in the knowledge of decor, that began for me, this is for me, it's beautiful, but for me, it began to be too crowded in my mind when I look at it. So I started cutting back. My daughter, she used to tell me over the years, when I had all that, she'd say, Mom, less is more. And you just got too much more. So now I'm understanding what less is more. And it actually is. And that's just for me. It's still beautiful. I don't count it out, but it's just not my style anymore.
Right.
So the older I get, the less I want. And that's less for me to clean and dust off too.
Right. And I think I'm like that too. It's like it's not a need anymore, and I don't want to see everything on my countertops. I want it to be clear. Yeah, it's definitely a shift there because I used to be transitional. No, I used to be traditional. Then I used to be glam. I love glam everything. And then now I'm like industrial, modern, minimalist. No.
Yeah. That's a lot like me. I was traditional, glam. Now I'm just a minimal, but a touch and dash of everything, just not a lot of one thing, And like I said, I'm getting older, so I just don't want to clean all that stuff.
Yeah. Denise says that you have to have a balance. She's a glam girl, but you need balance. And that's so true because having one style, like just all glam is just kind of, I guess, to me, it could be overwhelming.
Right.
For me. And it makes it even more beautiful when you have a balance. It's like, ooh,
and then I really just say to each his own. So if that's like if I go and decorate someone's house, because I do have, I do have clients and people that call on me, I basically give you what you want. So if you want full blown glam, I'm gonna give that because that's what you want. So I'm gonna give that to you.
Do you push back a little bit?
I try to say, okay, because they want the crystal chandelier, they want the mirror, they want the mirror dressers, and they want the mirrored lamp with the chandelier shade on. And I try to kind of suggest. I said, well, I try to say, okay, can I share with you what I see in my mind? And I lay it out there. And I say, you can tell me if you like it. And if you don't like it, at least you gave me the chance to share with you. And then we'll just put it that way. It just depends. And I can kind of feel the client. I ask them first, what is your style? What do you like? And if they don't know what their style is, I tell them, okay, from what I'm seeing here, this is what I see you are. Is this what you're wanting replicated? And if not, I say, well, have you seen some pictures or something that inspired you to go with what? So we look at that, and then I kind of try to gear them towards what I think they're looking for. And once it's implemented, if they like it, they say yes, or no, I don't want that there, and I don't want that there, and that's fine. We find whatever substitute. So I don't always go with what they say. I don't go in there dogmatic saying, no, that's not good. But I ask them, can I share with you what I see in my mind from what you're telling me that you want?
Right. They paid you for that too.
Right.
So hopefully they're taking heed to it.
Exactly.
What do you think, May? I think you're back now.
Yeah, I'm back. I turned off my Wi-Fi, so hopefully that'll work.
Okay.
But I think I came back when Phyllis was answering, so I'm sorry. What was the question?
Oh, what were we were just talking about style and how it changes.
Style and how it changes, and if you decorate for someone, do you just go straight with what they ask for, or do you try to kind of give them an idea if you think what they're asking for is too much?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, not in money, but far as style, too much glam, too much. Do you try to help them balance out, basically?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm more of a glam style person, but I haven't done much decorating for anybody as far as them paying me. I have decorated. I did my mom's party. I didn't ask her anything that she wanted. I just did everything myself. I did it how I wanted it to look. And I decorated for my aunt's house when she got her new house. I just made her some lamps with the glass candle holders. So I put a little bit of um the shimmer on the end of the lampshade.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
And it was a white lampshade with just glass candles from the Dollar Tree that I just made some lamps for, and she loved them. She want me to make more. So, but that's
Those
all
are pretty.
so far. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really pretty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Especially when you turn off the lights. Oh, so intimate.
Yeah, and it that they lost power in her area right after I made the lamps for her. So she and
So they came in.
yeah, it came in handy. It was ready. She wanted more too. She called and she said they came in so handy. I want more. Yeah.
That is so awesome. Okay. Here, oops. I'm sorry, you guys, if I'm like not saying anything. I'm trying to read your comments. You know what? Let me go back to this one comment because they mentioned that colors lightens the mood, Tiffany. And I agree with that. For me, I do it. I'll add a pop of color. I guess when I want to change it up, or maybe for seasonal purposes, like when it's fall, I'll add burnt orange, into my space. Or if I want something different, because I have my moments. I'm being a creative, you have your moments where you want something a little bit different, and that's a quick way to change up
Yeah.
things.
Mm.
So yeah. Okay, so since we're talking about changing up things, what advice would you give? Like, what are some quick, maybe 2 tips you could give to quickly change up the room in your home?
I would say, like Phyllis mentioned earlier, like if you don't like with me, I'm kind of indecisive. I'll go and spend an hour or 2 hours in the store looking around for stuff. And then if I still don't find what I want, I'll just switch up the room. Maybe change the rug from one room to the other room, or put different curtains up, you know, change the furniture around, or just even with the little pillows that you put on the furniture, maybe just change those up, and
Mm-hmm.
and that'll give it a different look as well.
Yeah, I think that's some good tips. What about you, Phyllis?
I like what you were saying, May, at the very, very beginning. Um, when I had my apartment, every apartment that I had, this home that I'm in is my very first home that I purchased. But all the other apartments, I treated them like they were a home.
Yeah.
I didn't stick with that stigmatism apartment, and
Yeah.
it looked like an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
You could literally, the apartment that I got, the first one I got, the janitor, the maintenance guy, they had to come in there the first of every month with the fire department to check the fire extinguisher and everything. He said they would literally walk in there and think they were walking into a house.
Wow.
Because of how I had it decorated.
Yeah.
So what I would share with anyone that wants to change anything, you don't have to stick with the stigmatism of, okay, this is an apartment, so I'm not going to get anything right now until I get my house. You don't have to wait to then.
Yeah.
Right.
Whatever it is that you're wanting in your house, do it in your apartment. Because that's how I was able to furnish this house I'm in.
Yeah.
I didn't have to buy anything when I moved in this house because I had it in my apartment.
Yeah.
And where I was, we were allowed to paint the walls. Actually, they would come and paint whatever I wanted, whatever color, and I paid them. But I love the idea of now wallpaper as a temporary substitute. So to change up things, if you're able to buy wallpaper, peel and stick wallpaper, I'm known for that on my YouTube channel. I peel and stick something up on the wall on a piece of furniture.
I love it. I love it.
And when you move, all you gotta do is take it down. And it's that paint and wallpaper are the quickest things that can change a look. And you can make your place feel homey.
Right.
And live and get out of the mindset of, oh, I'm just in an apartment or I'm just in a project, so I'm not. You don't have to. I think doing that, setting it as a house, it also changes your mood about your space.
Yes.
That you're in. The young lady said on here, I think it was, I forget her name, but she said something about the mood, that she heard that colors can lighten the mood. Well, so can your furnishing or setting your place up. Your apartments can change your mood about where you live.
Yeah.
In the area that you live.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that down because I think that's a whole topic in itself because
Yeah.
a lot of people are in apartments. And
Yeah.
actually when I started sharing on YouTube, I was in an apartment. I didn't share that. But yeah, I'm with you, Phyllis. Like make it your own.
Yeah.
Yes.
I decorate all three of my daughters. Their apartments look like a house. And I put that in them. Because you're in an apartment, don't get that mentality that it has to look, because there are some people who've got a stigmatism to say, okay, I'm not going to do anything to this. I'm just going to put my couch here, chair, TV, and be done with it. Fix it up, because it actually changes, especially when you're going to work and hard day's work, to come into your own sanctuary, your own space, and it is beautified according to what you want. You don't have to wait to get a house. That'll just, if anything, that'll encourage me more to save up to go ahead and hurry and get my house. But live in it right now, live in that space now as though it was my house, decorated as though it is a house. Yeah. And then when you get your house, you just transition that over into the house. So that,
and that with my first apartment, I think like back then, it was so long ago, but they told me, you know, when I moved in, like, we don't want any holes in the walls. We don't want this. We don't want that, you know. So that's why in my mind, it was like that. But then when I had an apartment, I knew I was going to a house after that. So I had already had the furniture, like right before I moved into my home. I had already paid off my furniture that I wanted to move into my house. So I put that in my apartment. You know, it was a different apartment. But yeah, I had already started, like you said, planning on what I wanted in my home. So by the time to my house, my living room furniture was paid off.
Right.
That's good.
Right.
Yeah. And you know, with the holes, you know, just get somebody to patch it up. Look, I put holes all day long in my apartment. But now, I didn't care.
Now you have some, you know, they have the little things where they have the little hole filler now, where you can just put that in the walls if you do put holes in the walls. And you know, you can't really even tell that there was a hole there.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, painted. Look, let me tell you, when I was in my apartment, I did a stencil accent wall. Look, when I was going to paint it back. The manager came in and was like, "Oh, can we keep this?"
What?
See, you see what I'm saying? You upgrade their apartment. Believe they are gonna take that down. They're not even gonna change it. They're probably gonna increase the price on it.
Yeah, not all of them do, but that's exactly what my daughter now. Her landlord currently told me on my second daughter, he said, "Do whatever you want to do. I'm gonna keep it like do whatever you want to do." Right. I'm gonna keep it like that. So some of them appreciate it and some don't, but still there's things you can do to make it your own.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I hope that helps somebody because a lot of people are like trying to figure out what they can do in their apartment, and believe it, you can do everything. You just gotta put it back the way it was. So it's okay. You can get somebody to help you put it back the way it was.
Do what I do. Start in a year in advance, moving everything out.
That's right. Yeah. So West Coast Cali has a question for you guys. You ladies are all beautiful. What key pieces of furniture do you recommend that can transition as styles change? When a person can't afford to always buy new things.
I'll answer that first because I'm dealing with that now. Like with my dining room table, I really want a new dining room table, but I don't want to get rid of the chairs for the one that I have. So what I did was I went to Walmart to the fabric section, and I got some fabric, and I redid the cushion part of the chair, and the table still at the top is still a little messed up, you know. And I thought that, you know, I would just paint it and be done with it, but it's more to it than that. So I had talked to somebody who, you know, knows a little bit more about it, and they told me I had to what is it, like not saw, but what's the word I'm looking for?
You mean sanding?
Yes, sand it and paint it again. So maybe a little bit of spray paint, just a little bit of fabric or something like that can cover whatever you want to change up.
Mm-hmm.
That's an easier way to do it versus having to go out and buy something, new. Especially if you have young children too, because
Right.
with me, like I said, I had 3 girls, and when they were younger, I was always finding myself, buying new stuff. But now that I know how to repurpose it versus trying to go out and buy stuff, then that's an easier way that you can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you think, Phyllis?
I experienced that in my last apartment before moving here. The apartment that I was in at first was like almost 800 square feet, and then I had to downsize, and I was by myself, and then I had to downsize to a 500, just a little over 500 square feet. And the way that I did that is the furniture I had, I made sure it was dual purpose. It was more than one function. Because my youngest daughter, she had just had her baby, so she came to live with me. So this is just a 1-bedroom, living room, and the kitchen literally was the size of a closet. Wow. And when I mean a closet, I don't mean a walk-in closet, not even a step-in closet. And in that kitchen, they fit everything. They fit dishwasher, stove, and all. My living room was my living room by day, and it was my bedroom by night, because I bought a chair that's also converted to a bed. So you let it out, and I'm not talking about a love seat or sofa, but it was an oversized chair that pulled it out into a bed. So I took the living room and I changed it. So my dresser was also my TV stand, and then my armoire was my closet. So it's just the furniture. You can take furniture that you have and think of it, using it for dual purpose more than what it is for what it is. I even had to take the bedroom. In her bedroom, she had to put the baby's crib in there. So that her bedroom was her living room by day and bed by night, because we turned the bed up against the wall to be a day bed, so that she can have more floor space, because this place is very, very, very small. So it's just thinking, what can I do? What can I use this furniture piece? A dresser. Now, we know now dressers can be TV stands, and more than just dressers. So it's just, I guess, just thinking, what is it that I need as far as furniture pieces, and how these furniture pieces have to function.
Yes.
If you can't afford buying new furniture, like we were saying, thrift stores and Goodwill, they're good to find. And sometimes you go on Facebook Marketplace, you can find some free furniture. People giving away stuff free. So it may look ugly in your sight, but paint is amazing.
Yes, it is.
So just think with one piece to do more than just one thing.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I think function is everything. So what you really need. For example, like if you're going to be working from home, I think a lot of us are working from home. So it would be great investments, to have like a desk, that I would say a bed, things that you actually know that you're going to be utilizing. That, if you do go to a house, you might not have a place to put like, if you have like like the sets that you get at the store, at the furniture store, that has like the bed, the dresser and the mirror and all that stuff. I would think, well, first of all, I don't buy sets, but I'm just saying, if you have something like that, you might not be able to use that in every room that you go, like in the future, because the structure of your room might change and might not you might not have a place to put that dresser. So I would hold off on the dresser part, to be honest, from my opinion. I would keep the bed. You definitely need a couch. I wouldn't get an oversized couch. Okay, that's a whole nother rabbit hole. Oh my gosh. Oh, people with oversized furniture.
I only made it one time, never made a mistake again. Too big. Like, really, Phyllis, all I got space is just to walk one way now. It's blocking the other way. Yeah.
We're not even we're gonna talk about that another time because that's a whole nother hour. Let's see. Okay. So SVJ, what do they say? Has anyone of your queens do or have done farmhouse chic? Has anybody done that?
I have, because I have a sister who loves it. So I've done it for her. I've even done a little bit for me, but I have a sister who just loves farmhouse rustic chic styling. I actually did her bathroom and styled it that way because she just loves it.
Yeah. How about you, May?
I haven't done farmhouse. I like some of it. I like it to be mixed in, blended in. I haven't done any of it.
I like rose gold too. Me, I have not. I have a certain aesthetic, and most times my clients like my aesthetic. So I'm tired of farmhouse, to be honest with you. I'm sorry. I get mad when I go in the store. I'm like, dog, everything farmhouse.
Everything. Yeah.
And that's where it's going. Like I said, that's not my style. I like a dash of it here. That depends on what it is. Maybe one piece, but not my whole room. Like I said, I don't hate it. I don't love it, but my sister does. So I've done it for her.
Yeah,
because that's
right.
her style. It's not my style, but it's her style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Apartment decorating has always been a challenge for me, and I'm a forever apartment dweller. Yep. And you're not alone. There's a lot of people in apartments. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Accent walls are everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they are. Thanks for sharing. I didn't know. I'm getting mines. Congratulations, Tricia. And I think they're talking about people saying congratulations. I'm in HGTV magazine, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know. I'm in April's issue, which is coming out. So that's why people are like congratulating me. But I have not shared that because I haven't got my magazine yet.
So they beat you to it.
I know. But yeah, thank you guys. Let's see. I totally agree. You have to make an apartment your own. Yeah. Decorate regardless. Amen. I mount TVs, everything. Yes, and I did the same thing too.
Girl. Mount them TVs in that apartment.
That's right, girl. Figure it out later when you're ready to move out.
That's right.
Forget that. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, okay, they're having a conversation over there. Let's see. West Coast Cali. She did it herself because having it done was more expensive. Absolutely. Like a lot of this stuff that you can do in your home, I mean, you don't need a professional. You can do it. There's YouTube.
Yeah.
There's a thing called YouTube. Yeah. And somebody is sharing how to do something. So
yeah. I know that when the group had shared, well, not a lot, but I know some people in the group had shared about doing their floors themselves. That's one thing that I'm nervous about doing. Like, I need some help with that. I want this carpet pulled up and I want the floors done, but I don't want to do it by myself because I feel like I'm gonna mess it up.
So what do you want to do to your floor?
I just
want to put hardwood?
Yeah, I want the hardwood. I just want the carpet pulled up and hardwood floors.
Mm-hmm.
Or you want hardwood or engineering flooring?
I don't know.
Okay.
But the hardwood with the type that I think it's called the Pergo, that if you drop water on there, it's not getting in, soaking in.
So yeah, that's like yeah, I think you could do that. I think that's the vinyl tile. Is that?
Yeah, that's the vinyl. She's talking about the luxury vinyl because I know what she's talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you could do that. You could
and you just got to get over the fear.
Yeah, I think
things. You can do it.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
It's just a labor of love.
Yeah. I think that's a weekend project. I say look at a couple of videos on YouTube on how to do it, see how different people are doing it.
Yeah.
I think the most challenge is just trying to figure out how you're going to start. I think that's the main part.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
It's starting it, and it's the fear that's causing you to not start. So once, I even learned, even in the fear, just do things. Just even in, like, I'm doing this. Forget that. If I mess it up, I can just find somebody to fix it for me.
Absolutely.
At least I can say I tried. And then when I mess up, the person that fixed it, I can ask them, okay, where did I go wrong? And then I can learn from them. So the next time, so I'll start with like one room. Start with the smallest, the bathroom. That's the smallest room almost.
Yeah.
Start with the bathroom. If you want it in the bathroom, if you want it in the bathroom.
That's what I
start in there.
That's a great idea.
Start in the bathroom.
Yeah, because pulling up the carpet, that's no problem.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. You can save your money. Yeah, you can save money right there by pulling up the carpet and then hiring somebody to do the rest, because that's going to be, you can save a lot of money out there.
You can save on that.
Okay.
So you can do it. Tell us when you're going to put that video up so we can watch and we can tell you. We told you.
That's right.
Okay.
You got this. Let's see. Okay, the kitchen and the bathroom towel in my apartment is okay. So I have carpets on it, but I really hate it. Ooh.
In the kitchen?
You're an apartment too. I think they're putting something else on top of it. I want to say you could put vinyl on top of it, right?
Yeah, I did.
Pull it up.
Is she saying she has carpet in the kitchen? I can understand that, but in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Wow.
She said she don't like it though.
Yeah, probably in the dining area, because they did that in my house. They put the dining area, and my kitchen is right beside, the dining area.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I think you could put vinyl towel on top of it, because it's like a peel and stick kind of thing.
Yeah, I did my daughter's peel and stick on top of her kitchen vinyl. It's the rollout vinyl. So I put the 12 by 12 squares peel and stick, and I saw that Family Dollar, because I just did my dad's 2 months ago, and the same that I got from Family Dollar, she ordered from Amazon, and it's peel and stick. So yeah, you can do it if your kitchen is that rollout, a linoleum. You can do it.
Yeah, really, and I think that's it doesn't damage the floor either. Cynthia says, hello, where should I start with research when thinking of padded walls?
Padded walls. Do you mean the DIY padded walls that you put up? Is that what you're talking about, Cynthia?
Yeah, can you elaborate on that, Cynthia?
I think the padded walls. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going crazy.
Oh, she didn't put carpet. She put rugs in her kitchen.
Oh,
I can understand that.
Oh, okay. Because you don't like the flooring, so you hit the flooring with putting down rugs. Okay,
that makes more sense. Okay. Yeah, but if you did want to change it up, I would look into like the vinyl floor that has like the little paper that you can pull off and just stick. Yeah. You could definitely do it, May. Oh, Denise is saying you can do it. Oh. Yeah, start in the bathroom.
Yeah, start in the smallest room first.
Yeah, let's see. Okay. Thanks, guys. So yes, I guess so. Oh, okay. Cynthia, what did you make? Let me see. I wonder if it's a delay. The padded walls. I'm trying to figure out I'm not sure what's meant by that, but SPJ keeping it real says, okay, Queen Tricia, love the chat, but I have to go. I'm doing a magazine wall wreath. Oh, nice. Oh, that's going to be pretty. And it takes 5 hours to make it. Oh, Lord.
Oh.
Let me see. I just took a break to come and support. Thank you so much. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay safe. Thank you, everyone that had to drop off. I really appreciate you guys showing your support. I'm planning on doing this more often, and we'll have specific topics that we'll talk about. So, thank you. Let's see. Lakeisha Hines says, choosing area rugs. How do you go about colors and designs? Well, actually, I guess I can talk to that. So for me, a rug would be kind of like the inspirational piece. Like that could be, you can choose a rug with the colors that you want to have in your room. And then you can pull in all the other components in your room based on the colors that you have in the rug. That's kind of how I do it, you know, like, or a painting. That could be the inspo piece. So how do you choose that? So if you say you have everything but your rug, you could identify what colors are in your room and try to find a rug that is your style and incorporate some of those colors to kind of tie everything in together. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, I agree. Use the colors in the rug as inspiration. The one thing that I would share, the color that's in your rug, don't put, what I've seen a lot of people do is whatever their rug look like, their wall looks like that, their pillows look like that. It's like, yeah. Okay. It becomes overwhelming. For instance, the popular thing that I'm seeing now, the abstract rugs that look like the art. Well, they got the rug, now they get an abstract pillow, and then they get the abstract art on the wall, and then they get the abstract vase.
Oh.
I would just leave the rug abstract because that's a big piece in itself. And then maybe take a color out of that rug and put it in the pillow, or maybe two colors in that pillow. But the rug and the pillow look the same. So it looks like you took out the, put on there, and then you put it in a framed art. It's just a lot. So use the rug as inspiration to get pieces to splash those different colors around the room, but not make everything the rug. If you understand.
Oh yeah, yeah, because it's kind of like, where do you want the focus to be?
Right, that's it. Yeah, because your eyeballs get like, oh,
like, what's going on here? Let me come back out and come back in. Let me try this again.
Yeah, I just need to rest my eyeballs. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that's great. So Cynthia was talking about fabric walls. How do you go about doing that? So I'm thinking that I haven't done fabric walls. I've just done peel and stick.
I've seen them. I just never done them. And the ones that I've seen were velvet.
Ooh.
Velvet fabric walls. And they're very pretty if it's an accent wall.
Right.
If it's an accent wall. The entire room, I guess it can depend on the color too.
Yeah, I would do a feature wall.
Yeah, a featured wall.
Yeah, see how that looks first.
I don't know how to. I've never done that. If I studied up on it, I probably could. But me, I change up too much, so I have to go with peel and stick. I change too much.
Yeah, but I think the fabric walls, from what I've seen, is kind of similar to the peel and stick walls, except I think they use like the iron spray that you spray the stiffener.
Okay. Oh, okay.
On
really?
The fabric, and then you put it on the wall. I believe that's how they do it. I've never done it before, but I've seen people do it. And then like when you're ready to pull it down, it just comes off.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know how whether it would damage. I have to look at some videos on it. I have never done that. And I don't want to do that on my wall.
Yeah.
I might try it. Look, I can try it in my garage.
Yeah. Or I can just go buy a piece of drywall and do it on that and see.
Yes,
Let it sit on that, and then when it's time to remove it, see how easy it is to remove. Because like I said, I changed too much. So I would test it. Something that I'm not sure about, I'll go buy a sample of whatever that wall is made of, and then get the fabric and test it out first.
Yes.
See how easy it is to put on and how easy it is to take off.
Okay, let me see. Wait a minute. Cynthia says thank you. I thought I had her comment, but here it is. Okay. She said accent wall. Let's see. Tiffany says, I do not like wallpaper. My mom has had the same wallpaper in her room in like 30 years and has never see you traumatized. That's all that is.
Yeah, that's all that is. So
You just don't like that print. That's all right. There are other prints that's out there that you will absolutely love.
Totally different today from 30 years, darling. I agree with you. I wouldn't be doing that 30 years. No, because today is totally different. It's called, and it is a different. I learned there's a difference between peel and stick contact paper and peel and stick wallpaper. Peel and stick wallpaper is hard to remove when you put it up, but peel and stick contact paper, if it's adjustable, that can come down. So there is a difference. There is a difference.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is great. Oh my gosh, we're over time.
Oh,
it's 2:11. Oh, this is such a great conversation. So we are going to continue this conversation. Like I said, I would like to do this every other Saturday at 1 p.m. I might want to do it sooner if I have somebody to talk to. I have this urge to talk to people. So if we do, if I can find somebody to talk, it might be sooner than every other Saturday. So stay tuned. Thank you guys for joining. Before we go, can you guys let us know where they can find you if they want to talk to you and learn more about what you're doing?
Well, you can always contact me through my email, and that's JRC, the number 4, the letter U, and then the 2 words, and me, at gmail.com. That's JRC for you and me at gmail.com. And then just reference, I was doing the live chat, and that'll kind of bring my mind back to today.
Okay. And Phyllis also has a YouTube channel. You want to tell about your?
Yeah, my YouTube channel is JRC Restoration, Decor, and Designs.
Okay.
And if you're curious about what JRC stands for, it stands for Jesus Really Cares. So the email is Jesus Really Cares for you and me.
Awesome. I love that. Okay, May.
Okay. So my email is mbarber863@gmail.com. And I'm not very active on my Instagram, but I have my Instagram is May_B_Ballin, BALLIN2. On my Instagram. I'm not on as much as I should, and I don't really have much decor on there either. And I don't have a YouTube channel yet. I'm gonna get some help with that.
That's fine. Actually, that's another conversation we want to have. That might be the next conversation, actually talking about, and hopefully Denise will be able to join us in the conversation because you have a YouTube channel. Denise, if you are hearing this, please DM me because I want to bring you on and let's talk about YouTube, being an influencer. I think it's gonna be a great conversation.
Yes, Denise has a couple YouTube channels.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, May and Phyllis, for just being bold and stepping up on the stage. I really appreciate you. Hopefully, you'll be joining us in the next joining in on the next conversation. To keep this going. So, all right, until next time. Thank you, guys. Have a great week. Bye.